Hey, what's up all you beer tubers out there? Chad here. So I got another golden ale. So it's, in case you don't know, I'm in Sanford, Florida, right outside Orlando, and it's well over 100 degrees out right now. See, I look pretty good from like the nipples up. So this is Nowt Golden Ale by Phase Three Brewing. Where are they out of? Lake Zurich, Illinois. Another Illinois. Dairy free. I don't know why they put that on there. I guess to say that there's no lactose sugar in it. This is another beer I got on Tabor. Say hi, Leo. Here. Let's give it a whiff. It's got a really fruity aroma to it. It might be from the hops. I'm getting like apple juice. As far as I know, there was no fruit in this. Because usually if there's a fruit in the beer, it'll say so on the label. But I mean, we have like 3 words and an icon of a bird to go by. There's no description on the can. Other than it's 4.7 ABV, so fairly light sessionable beer right now. So anyway, yeah, kind of a fruity smell. I mean, that might be from hops. I think it might be a little under attenuated. It might be like a little sweet. Like there's a lot of residual sugar in here that shouldn't be there. It's hard to pick out like the malt base. I mean, there's like a slight wheat character to it, but appearance. I mean, they're calling this a golden ale, and like that's almost like an IPA orange. And we're not in the direct sunlight here, but I mean, you can see that's fairly dark for a golden ale. And yeah, we did have 2-3 fingers of foam here. It's a little cloudy. I think that might be chill haze. I can see the carbonation streaming up the side. If you know what that streaming reference is a reference to, let me know. All right, let's dig in. Cheers. Yeah, okay, I think I know where that fruity... It's not so much fruity as it is buttery. It's almost a little bit of a buttered biscuit flavor to it. So that's diacetyl I'm getting. It does have like a little bit of a movie theater popcorn flavor to it, and that's why like the topping that they use, the artificial butter flavoring that they use for movie theater popcorn, one of the main ingredients in that is diacetyl, which is why when you smell butter in beer, it's the same chemical compound. That being said, it's not like super distracting or anything. I would say that it's on the scale between dry and sweet. It's fairly neutral, but it's leaning a tad towards the sweet end as far as on the finish. There is, like I said on the aroma, like a little bit of an appley character, which usually is bad. Especially like green apple acetaldehyde, which you tend to get in Budweiser a lot. That's not the apple I'm talking about. I'm talking about like a kind of natural fruity character. Probably since it's a golden ale, not a lager. Probably from whatever yeast you're using. It's almost like, well, I was gonna say it's almost like they're using Ringwood yeast because it has like almost like an English character to it between like the butter and the fruitiness. So, or I mean, if it's not Ringwood, it's either a yeast similar to like those English yeast strains, or it's just that it's kind of poor attention to fermentation quality control. Yeah, I'm definitely getting like a buttery flavor on there. I mean, it's not terrible. I mean, I've had a lot of homebrews that kind of have a flavor like this. And actually, they're calling this... And that reminds me of something. Like, maybe if they're marketing this as the British Golden Ale, It's a, which I believe is a 12A. Yeah, if that's what, okay, so if I was going by those styles, I think it might say diacetyl and trace amounts is acceptable. Although I would say it's, I mean, I guess you could say it's a trace amount, but it's like, it's certainly enough to notice. Like, it should be like enough, like a trace amount would be like you smell it and taste it at first and you don't taste it anymore, but I still smell and taste it. Not a very bitter beer. I think they're probably using like American or New Zealand hops because I'm getting kind of a melon flavor on here. A little bit of a cantaloupe or honeydew, something like that. Maybe some peach. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like this is like a West Coast or San Diego style IPA as far as the hop flavor and aroma and all that. It's just, you know, it's pretty subtle. Mouthfeel is, I'd put it about medium, and carbonation like medium high. It's actually, I think it's like a little too heavy. And again, because like if it's 4.7, like is that what they were going for, or is that just what they ended up getting? It's like maybe they were trying to go for like a 5.5 ABV beer if the fermentation had continued. So it would have been like a much drier beer, but a higher alcohol. As far as I can tell, I'm not getting like rice or corn on this. Yeah, but I mean, it's pretty well balanced. It's a fine, it's a fine golden ale. Like a golden ale it's a style that's like really hard to do a lot with. It's the whole idea behind the golden ale, especially American golden ale, is that it's supposed to be basic. Like this is supposed to be the kind of beer you give to your aunt or uncle who only drinks, you know, Mick Ultra or something, you know. That being said, like I think the drinkability is a little low on this. Like I think it should be a much lighter body and much kind of drier overall. I think what they could have done is they should have done a secondary on Brett. I think that would be awesome. Really, all beers are better with Brett. Or Jay used to that. So yeah, pretty tasty, easy drinking beer. I was kind of hoping to be like it'd be a little bit lighter and a little more refreshing because it is over 100 degrees out. I would want like a cream ale right now, or like, well, actually, I could go for a Mick Ultra right now, but I'm not gonna. No, I thought that I could go for one, but it's like if I was at somebody's house, like at a pool party right now, and like all they had was like Mick Ultra and Coors Light and but like something like that, I would probably go for it. It's hard to make craft beer like that light that will keep. I'm trying to think of like maybe some Radlers or Shandies or something like that, but then you're starting to get into FMB territory. So anyway, yeah, so as far as rating for the Nowt Golden Ale, I think 3, maybe 3.25. It's, you know, it's for the style, it's okay for a beer overall. It's okay for this particular, you know, situation. It works well in this situation because I want a light, easy drinking beer that's refreshing on a hot day. And it works pretty well. But like I said, some of those other beers would probably work even better. But yeah, so I'm thinking like 3.25 out of 5. So check me out on Untapped. Remember, I got this on Tavor. If you want to sign up for Tavor, link in the description below. You get $10 off your first purchase. And it lets them know that I sent you. Alright, so thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, maybe?